One of the things that you and your beautiful wife have learned to do is to bring, I guess, a sense of humor into your challenges. Do you want to, elaborate on that a little bit? Because, this was a bit of an aha moment for me because, let's face it, sometimes when you get into those serious, do you ever find yourself, you're in a really big argument, you get out the other side and you're like, I know I'm so mad at you right now, but I can't even remember what we actually started being mad about in the first place, but I have to continue being mad because otherwise I look like an idiot.
Well, it's not just like the emotions, what feels real, right? And you can get into, because we've all had that dream too, where you've had a fight with your partner in the dream and you wake up and the next morning you're sitting them over breakfast and you're thinking, you, right?
Greg actually said to me a while ago, I know I'm mad at you right now, but I can't remember if I was mad at you in my dream or if you actually did something. For like half a day. I was like, have you decided
like this so that I don't lose face? I'll just stay like this until I remember.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, we often get into an argument over really trivial things. Mm-hmm. So it's like these little reminders or triggers that kind of pop up and they're actually not that important. Mm-hmm. But you're like, I need to say it because if I don't say it, it's going to become important. And so blah, blah, blah. And then you get into it and it becomes that we're costing each other their need.
Yeah.
Right. So there's, in every relationship, right, there's a pursuer and a withdrawer. Somebody who pursues often the feminine energy because they want to feel understood, and then masculine energy because it wants to feel appreciated is often the withdrawer. And so what happens, we end up in a fight. So this is probably another example where everybody can relate, is I'm sitting there one day and my wife's like, okay, I can tell, it's been eggshells for a while. I can tell we need to have a chat. So I go, the stupid question again, you okay? I was like, okay, so we need to talk. And then my wife goes, I'm not feeling very connected to you right now because you did this and you did that and you did the other thing. Now, my wife at this point in time isn't loving this, but she's thinking this is better than not talking.
Yeah.
Right? At least we're connecting now. At least we're getting it in.
Yeah.
Now, in the meantime, what I hear is criticism, you're not good enough, criticism. So I start pulling back, right? I'm like, this isn't good. Mm-hmm. When we weren't talking, at least I could get on with it was her problem. Now I'm seeing that I'm the problem.
Yeah.
This isn't good. So what happens is in that, I'll either try to defend for a while, see if we can come to a negotiation where both sides are happy, which never works, right? Or what happens is I'll withdraw it. Now, when I withdraw, feminine energy looks and goes, he doesn't even care. Mm-hmm. He doesn't care about this at all, right? So the feminine energy often feels even less connection than they felt before.
Yeah.
The masculine energy goes, man, she thinks I'm a pile of garbage. So he withdraws. Now, she wants to fight because she's trying to save the relationship. Mm-hmm. He wants to withdraw because he's trying to save the relationship. We both want the same thing. Mm-hmm. But trying to protect ourselves in that moment, try and get what we want, take control of what we want, is costing the other person.
Yeah.
And we've all been that, where, the door gets slammed, you're in two separate rooms, and both of you are thinking, well, that didn't go well. Feeling pretty lonely, I'm feeling pretty disconnected. I'm still hopeful, I still love this person, I still want to connect it, but I feel like the bridge is too far. I feel like if I try to talk, I actually don't get what I want. Mm-hmm. In that moment, that's in that moment where I least likely want to connect in that moment, right? As masculine energy, that's when I need to connect. Yeah. That's really when I need to go in and go, right, I'm not going to say anything. Just get it off your chest. Tell me everything that's going on for you. And I'm not going to get defensive. I won't say it about me. Even if you say it's about me, it's not. Right. And just going in, because everything in a relationship is either a cry for help or it's a loving comment. We can all understand the loving comments, but the cries for help we mistake as other things all the time. Mm-hmm. And so it's in that moment where she's hurting because her needs aren't being met. And I have to bravely go, mine aren't being met, but it's because I'm not meeting hers. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to start this. Or the feminine does the same thing, where she's got to go, you know what? I can see that you're pulling back. I just want you to know, I think you're the most amazing person in the world. I would never change anything. But to your note, also having a bit of fun with that. Yeah. So one of those moments where I caught myself in that state, right? Where I was fighting. I was like, I'm just trying to win. Like what we're fighting about is actually not even that important to me. I'm just in this state where I'm like trying to negotiate because I don't want to be criticized. And so suddenly I just walked, we had like one of those countertops that looks out into the dining area. And I walked around the countertop, looked back to where I was standing and started fighting against myself. Telling myself like all the stuff I was saying in my head. I was telling myself, why don't you just shut up and listen? Why don't you just be here and listen to me? My wife kind of looks at me and goes, what the hell are you doing? I look at her, I'm like, I've just never won one of these. So I just wanted to be on the winning side.